At the Foundation in Human Potential, our mission is to develop the next generation of community leaders through education, leadership training, and stewardship. In this series, we look at different nonprofit groups helping in their community.
We are building a wheelchair ramp for a person in Wicomico County living in Pittsville that was referred to us by MAC Incorporated as needing assistance. And we've gathered volunteers from Salisbury Rotary Club, and this is their third ramp this year. And there are also other folks from Young Leadership Academy that have joined us to make it a really community project.
Yeah, the board basically takes a look at a number of different applications that we get from various organizations or agencies requesting help or support in building a ramp. And we kind of look through them and try to determine the ones that are most need, the ones that we feel that we can really help out. We also are in the process of trying to get different other organizations and agencies involved, particularly in giving us funding to help us with this project.
We don't solicit or accept referrals on our own. We use local agencies to do that. We'll do a site visit. We'll make sure we can afford it, that we can actually do it, do the repair. In some cases we can't if it's too complicated. And then we let the client know, the person know that we're coming. And we'll give them a nail cross to give them hope for the time that we can get to help them. A lot of these people have been waiting for months.
This is a necklace, and at the end of it is a nail cross. It is a symbol of our Christian mission that Chesapeake Housing is, and we give one of these to each person that we help. We give it to them on the site visit when we come out to see whether or not we're able to work on the project. And when we come back to work on it, we find invariably they're still wearing it, they've got it on, they're proud of it. And we also give them a Bible that day that we work for them, and everybody who works on it signs that Bible, and we leave that with them, a New Testament and Psalms. And it's a good way to express our Christian mission to our community.
Yeah, the thing that is kind of amazing is that when you go to one of these homes to build the ramp, it's interesting to see the neighbors, how much support you get for them, how much they're appreciative that you're doing it for a neighbor, and they come out and they talk about, you know, the relationship that they have with their neighbors. So it becomes really a neighborly community type project, as well as individuals who are volunteer at a time to do it.
It's amazing to me just how necessary wheelchair ramps are in the area. We have an aging population, a very large number of disabled persons, the majority old, but some very young. And so far in 2013, we've built, today is the 31st wheelchair ramp we've built. We have 20 more applications that when we start back up in March for the spring and summer, we'll begin working on them. So the need is great. Some of the youth that we work for an 8-year-old girl who would never be able to walk, and she was getting too large for her parents to lift and carry. We worked about 2 months ago for a 5-year-old boy whose mother has breast cancer, and she just can't continue to lift him, and so, but mostly it's elderly.
Most of our board members have done Appalachian missions with local churches, Asbury and Trinity, over the last 25 years. And about 5 years ago, we decided that not only did we need to do missions in Appalachia, we also needed to do missions here locally. So we formed Chesapeake Housing Mission as a 501c3, and we've been constructing wheelchair ramps and doing other home repair in the area using volunteer groups. We have 17 different volunteer groups this year that have helped construct the 31 projects. And we get donations from some of the groups that come to volunteer, and also from people like the Purdue Foundation, the Henson Foundation, Hazel Family, other folks that are there. United Way has been a tremendous supporter of ours, so has Community Foundation.
Periodically we do have different organizations which have kids. For example, Trinity has a lot of kids that come out with projects that we have, and some of the members will bring individuals that they know in various clubs and organizations. Today we do have some with Dr. Whitehead from Salisbury University.
In fact, we have one group, Trinity ASP group, who has a very large group of folks, and we actually place them on 2 sites the same day, and we run both projects.
The volunteer groups, it's a pretty diverse group of volunteers that do these projects. There are some civic clubs, Salisbury Rotary Club, Wycomico Rotary Club, Sunshine Rotary Club, other civic organizations. There are fraternal groups. We've had groups of veterans who have got together. We have churches. There's a church in Princess Anne, a church in Hebron who do these projects regularly.
I guess most of them are much like myself. They've never done this kind of thing before. Hammering a nail sometimes can be a chore, especially if you've not done it or you don't do it on a regular basis. Sewing, digging holes, all those kinds of things really are interesting, and it's different to see individuals in a different light from the normal work routine that you see them in.
Word of mouth is growing, but I do presentations, so if any group can volunteer, a group can be 2 people. We need about 20 all day, so people can come together. They can just come together for one day. We often have churches, we have Rotary clubs, we have businesses, we have youth groups. So all we need are a certain number of people. You don't need a lot of skill. We do have skilled people that help. If you bring skilled folks, it makes it easier on us, and then we help facilitate. We buy all the materials with the donations, and then we help organize the day. What we're really about is not building, but relationships, because you see the ramp going up, but we'll make a connection with with the gentleman that we're working with today. And to bring people together that normally wouldn't be in contact with one another, and to have them understand the need, because we are a Christian mission. And what we're trying to do is facilitate those relationships and help bring the community together. Because when you get folks donating their time and helping people they would not normally come in contact, that's what it's all about. And that's what God would want us to do, and that's what Jesus would have us help our neighbor. And that's really why we're here. So just like the Appalachian mission we do, we say it's a relationship ministry with a little construction thrown in on the side. Because we've had projects where the clients will tell us, a lady told us last week, no one's ever done anything like this for me before. She's 40 years old. So to have a group do that and come out and spend that time is powerful, not only to the person receiving it, but it's powerful to the volunteers that are helping. When they look back at the end of the day and that person's out there getting on that wheelchair ramp or using that, repair, whatever we're doing, it's very powerful.
I think the most satisfying part is seeing the expression or the smile on the face of the individual that we do it for at the end of the day when they actually come out and they wheel down that ramp for the first time.
Is what I appreciate the most, second to actually working for people who have a terrific need, is working with youth. The senior high school students that we work with from our area are just fantastic people. Their hearts always give me pleasure to see them reaching out to help people in our community. Their volunteerism, their attitude of service is inspiring. And every year when we go to Appalachia on the Appalachian Service Project, I say the kids that we bring back from Appalachia are not the kids we took. They're changed, they're different. And it's exciting to me to see that that starting early in life and getting the service bug, the service above self, then they have that for their entire lives, and it really is a terrific. And one thing I can say is our future as a community looks good, based on the quality of these young people that we get the chance to work with.
Our website, www.chesapeakehousingmission.org. We have a calendar. We have information. We have pictures from our projects. We have ways to donate on PayPal there if you'd like, or you can donate directly to us. There's their address and also contact information. Over 26 referrals are on the waiting list right now, and it's almost the end of our year based on weather in terms of what we can do. So we are looking for volunteer groups. We are looking for people that want to donate, and or a combination of both. If we talk about the cost of a ramp, it runs anywhere from $500 to $2,500. depending upon the length of it and the local code requirements.
I thoroughly enjoyed doing this, and it's really a rewarding experience for me.
This has been a Foundation in Human Potential production.